Exactly for this reason.
Why?
Well, because you have perjured yourself several times in there.
How?
Well, number one, denying the seatbelt.
Yeah. No, I have a blue seatbelt and a blue uniform. There's no way of proving that. Blue seatbelt, blue uniform.
It's very clear.
How is it? All right, very good.
It's very clear.
Okay.
You know, so you lose credibility right there.
No. You've lost with your name call.
And then second of all,
you would serve society so much better if you use your video capabilities.
How would you like me to title it? How would you like me to title it? I'll retitle it for you.
No, you've lowered your credibility.
Because
call. I could have said, like I said,
it's very polite.
No, on your posting.
Yeah.
Name calling. You've lowered your credibility.
Name calling.
I'll have what he's smoking.
Sure, sure. I know people that smoke marijuana, and that's what they do. They lose things. You had a smile on your face.
Because as soon as I walked to the car, I saw who I was stopping with your cameras. And number one,
you already knew who I was?
No, I have no idea until I stopped you.
When you were sitting there writing the ticket, you couldn't get the smile off your face.
Because I understood who I had stopped and I understood why you were driving. You're driving in the speed limit to try to get me to pass you, so you can get me on video.
That's right. Exactly right. Exactly, and that's why you pulled me over.
I have no idea who you were.
No, you pulled me over because I was driving extra slow.
And you improper lane use, and I'm looking at the WI detail.
And again, I have the video.
Well, then you should have produced it. You should have shown it.
And this is exactly why.
You should have shown it because you have no forward-facing video.
This is exactly why.
And you have no rear-facing video that shows you to stay in the lane. All you have is there because you're trying to get me to pull up alongside you. And I never pulled up alongside you, so you couldn't get me.
Where is Enterprise Drive? Is that right
after?
It's
the road where the wind tunnel is. It's where that open vacant field is, the property the city bought, and 94. Enterprise.
Is that just after the bridge? Not the bridge, the train bridge?
Yep.
Right after the train bridge?
All your video that's facing out your passenger window. During that whole time period, when all you have is the open field and the property, you have nothing to show us the road.
Yeah, and
nothing to show us the road.
And that side area, that is where you claim I was in two lanes, the second and third lane.
Cars were behind you.
And you looked in the rear view. You looked at the video in the rear view mirror, right?
Yeah. There's nothing to show us the road.
No, it shows the curve.
No, that's as you're coming underneath 94. It shows the road. Before that, nothing shows the road. Everything's out your back.
I have that. I could show it to you in a second.
You have that. That's all
I have that.
Is what you got shown.
No.
Out of your passenger window?
No, that's why I was telling the judge in there. I have all the uncut video. No, I only
posted that because that would.
I had no idea that this was going to be an issue in court. The YouTube video. I had no idea.
Who brought it up?
That's right.
You brought up the
video. Yeah, I didn't bring up the YouTube thing.
Well, you said, did you see it? Well, how the heck am I going to see it?
Well, after you said about the seatbelt, then I realized, you must have seen the video, because how else would you know I do seatbelt video?
No, I said I believe you have too much, you're paying too much attention to your cameras instead of driving.
We'll see at the next stop.
Okay.
Because, like I say, offered the forward-looking video.
The whole thing on YouTube then. Post it all on YouTube. I have no problem with you doing what you do, but don't come into the court and claim you have video that you don't have. Because you would have posted.
Have you got another minute?
Video. No, I don't want you to see it. Post it on
YouTube. Here I am coming up to Allen Road. There is Officer Mack on the right in the black and white. And just as I pass the intersection, he's going to make a right turn and be behind me. This is the area where he claims I was driving in two lanes or swerving in and out of lanes twice, or I don't know, his story had changed multiple times, but this is the area. It's on court records that he claims I was driving in two lanes or something. Here's forward-facing video. Obviously he was not truthful. I was found not guilty, and let's get back to our conversation.
Well, no, I will prepare it.
No, post it on YouTube.
I'm not going to post it on YouTube. I do have it.
You don't have anything forward-facing of actually showing the lane. You drive.
I could show where you're parked at the light. You're stopped at the light on Allen Road.
Everything's going out your passenger window. You saw me there.
You did.
That's why you began to...
So you failed to realize how many cameras I have.
Everything's posted out your passenger window and out the back. You got everything out the front to start.
This is exactly why I don't post everything. If you look at the other videos, you'll see
there's something posted out the front of your car.
Yes, I have it right here. Right here. Right there. Right now. I can show you in a second.
You should have posted it.
I had no idea that the YouTube video was going to be relevant to a court case.
You brought it up.
No, actually, you brought it up.
Because you asked me if I saw the video.
After you said it's about the seatbelt thing, because I had never discussed to you about the seatbelt.
Because that's what you're trying to catch you doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why didn't you show that in your video? Your whole thing is about seatbelts. Why didn't you show that?
By the video, you can see about 90% of officers fail to obey Michigan law, and they're out there writing tickets. It just really cheeses me off.
But you could serve society so much better if you used your time and energy to actually something that actually was worthwhile.
Oh, this is worthwhile. If you drive into the city of Southgate or talk to a Southgate police officer, I would say their compliance now is about 90%, along with the city of Wyandotte is about 90%. They've gone from...
How does that benefit society?
Because you don't know how it feels when they spend hundreds of millions of my tax dollars every year for a campaign.
$100 million in tax dollars putting bridge cards for
then I'm totally against that. I'm totally against that.
Then use your video for that.
I do.
How is that?
I do. I don't just...
I've never seen all the videos you ever post are either you about the IRS or cops not wearing their seatbelts.
No, there's way more than that.
People who misuse bridge cards.
No, about the bridge card. But
then use your talents to so much better purposes.
I never started out with this being a thing about seatbelts.
You went to name.
I'll read. I'll change.
Like I said, I could have said after the first minute, not find your driver's license. Go, hey, Mr. McLean, you're going to have to go back to Secretary of State. I can't drive and find your driver's license. And you could have spent the $20 that it is to get a new driver's license. But I said at the time, and the energy,
you could have done
your driver's license. Got down on my hands and knees underneath my car. And got your driver's license out. And then you post something about calling me names, and suggesting that maybe I smoke marijuana.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're suggesting.
Yes.
So you're making a huge assumption.
Highly suspicious.
Did I drop your driver's license?
The smile on your face.
Because they understood who I was driving, who I stopped, and why
normally in a situation like that,
am I supposed to have a scowl? Am I supposed to?
You had an uncontained smile on your face.
Well, part of it is because your video. When I saw your video and I watched your monitor, all it had was my chest, and I ducked down a little bit to show you my face.
Because I try not to personalize it.
Joe, you do. All your videos are personalized. They're straight in the face. Straight in the face.
And I'm trying now not to personalize them. No, they're not.
Because you even said on your video, I'm sorry, I'm just still getting used to this. So that's why you only had my chest.
No, that's an improvement. That's an improvement.
Okay.
I'm trying to unpersonalize it. Again, it's not. It's not aggressive.
You suggested somehow that I smoke marijuana. I've been doing this job 18 years. I have 3 daughters who see your videos and wonder why Dad's being picked on by some individual who suggests that somehow he smokes marijuana. I have a 20-year-old, a 14-year-old, 12-year-old who want to know why somebody's suggesting their dad smokes marijuana. You did it.
The smile on your face.
I can't have a smile on my face when I do my job? Hell,
it looked like you were so much in joy.
No, I understood who I was.
The fact that you were giving me
And when you showed me video, I was muttering to myself that, God damn, I dropped this driver's license. Where the hell is it? But when you make
this language you use around your children?
What?
Is this language you use around your children?
No, when somebody suggested use the name of my children, I was looking for your driver's license. No, that's what I was muttering to myself.
No, the words you just used just now, that's disturbing.
Where the hell did I drop the driver's license?
No, the GD word is not appropriate.
But so suggesting that somebody smokes marijuana is appropriate?
When
I have a 14-year-old and a 20-year-old who want to know why somebody's suggesting that their dad smokes marijuana, you lowered your credibility, sir.
Okay.
You lowered your credibility when you made that suggestion. So think about what you post, and we have 20-year-old, 14-year-old, 12-year-old daughters who want to know why somebody's suggesting that their dad smokes marijuana.
Well,
when you have just throwing stuff out there and posting it on YouTube for everybody to see. Understand what you do and how it may affect a 12-year-old daughter.
Okay.
who has high visions of her father as a police officer and has the utmost respect for police officers, and what you post on your camp and post on your site for everyone else to see. Think about that before you do that. Because you don't think about that, because all this is slandering of people. You slander people. You use video to slander people.
I take video of people in government who are disobeying laws that we pay you to enforce. Would you say my other videos are wrong? That how many times when I get alongside a police officer, they do not have their... How can anyone have the nerve to call themselves law enforcement when we pay them to enforce the laws that they break themselves? Am I wrong in that aspect?
Repeal the seatbelt law, which will be coming next.
I don't want them to repeal it. I want the officers...
What happens when they do? Because they're going to, because now they've repealed the helmet law.
I don't think
they're going to go after the seatbelt.
I do not want them to repeal the seatbelt law. I am a pro seatbelt activist.
Do you point video of all the other drivers on the road that we're not wearing the seatbelt?
I'm not concerned about other drivers. I'm only concerned about...
Do you go up on expressways and catch people speeding? Do you have yourself? Why not?
Well, if you're a police officer, I do.
Yeah. But
again, I'm only concerned about my government.
Okay. Again,
how to control...
Then go to your government and people on welfare and using bridge cards.
I agree. That is.
You don't do that.
No, I have similar videos.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Did you see videos of my government waste? Did you see the Sterling State Park video about how they're about to spend $4 million to?
All right. How about welfare reform?
I agree.
But you don't do anything about that. You're packing on city governments and police officers.
That is my number one goal. That is my number one goal.
Again, lowered your credibility when you resort to name calling. You exposed yourself for who you are.
Yeah.
You're a middle-aged man who's probably going through a midlife crisis.
I am.
You make suggestions of people.
No.
That I'm a drug user.
Well,
when I am 18 years of law enforcement, 3 daughters,
and you're straight.
Who have the utmost respect for me. Yes.
And I have the utmost respect for officers who obey the law.
Okay. You've exposed yourself, sir. Think about what you do before you do.
I will do that.
And you just explained to my 12-year-old daughter. You made suggestions to.
I will change the title.
No, don't worry about it. You already did it.
I'll change the title.
You already did it. You exposed yourself for who you are.
Okay.
You're a middle-aged man going through a middle-aged crisis, and now you have to point the finger at other people instead of actually using your time for the betterment of mankind.
Well,
but you don't.
I obviously will.
Expose yourself for who you are.
I obviously will.
My 12-year-old daughter now
court.
knows exactly who you are. You have no respect even for yourself, let alone a grown man.
Has she watched?
Make a suggestion.
Has she watched the other videos?
No, she doesn't need to.
Okay.
She just needs to watch the one of what you said about me.
Yeah.
That's all she needs to know, because I'm the only concern in her life. She doesn't concern herself with everybody else. She doesn't need you. She's 12.
Yeah.
But you slandered her dad, which angers her because she has the utmost respect for police officers, and you didn't. Think about it.
Okay.